Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here. So for today's video, I wanted to talk about the community letter. So it just came out for September. We'll go over that for today, and I guess I'll upload it for tomorrow, which would be tomorrow my time. And for most of you watching, probably today. So let's see what they cooked with this community letter over here. So it looks like this is for the event and the block party update. This is a recap of the anniversary, I guess, with the Yabanadas. Oh, I guess they have some statistics here. So we threw over 1 million together, like for all platforms, and I guess over half of them on PC. Okay, so the fact that it's saying more than half on PC, something tells me that alt accounts were involved, and not just one, but multiple. And then I guess Moontouch, we've slain 70k. These are some interesting statistics. I wish they had more group things like this, so that way every platform can kind of compete against each other. It's like having separate leaderboards for that, but I guess I don't know. Wait, what is this one? Wait, during your Valiant battles, you fell over 3.5 million times. So I guess that's deaths? That's how many times we've died? When is this? I'm assuming that's all of us for all platforms, but like, when did they calculate this? I'm assuming maybe for that event specifically, but that's such a random thing that they have calculated, but I guess there we go. 3.5 mil. Now, I wonder how many of this is just /respawn, but I guess we'll never know. Most played classes. Okay, this is interesting. So Boomeranger, wait, Shadowhunter's the most played, then Boomer, then Knight. Wait, that's actually surprising. More Knight players out there? Is Knights more used on console? I don't really see that many Knight mains on PC. Who's playing the Knight? Okay, if you're playing the Knight, drop it down in the comments down below, because I want to know who's playing this class. I know that there's some on PC. I didn't think there was that many though. I thought this spot would have been taken by either Ice Age, Dino Tamer, maybe even Gunslinger. Then we got that 100k hours of watch time for the Trove stuff, for the Twitch drops. I guess we got some more recaps. That was the last event that happened. We had a competition on the Discord. Wait, I didn't know the top entries got 5k credits. Wait, I didn't know about this. All right, well, I guess I missed out on that opportunity. That's literally 6/10 lives. Oh wait, I guess that's it. Now we have the questions. All right, well, I guess let's see what they have. Are there any plans for Crystal 5 rings since we have Mystic Gems are coming? I guess they're already out. This is a pretty good question. Let's see. Crystal 5 rings are a natural consequence and will come at some point. Wait, shouldn't we have Mystic rings? There aren't immediate plans for them right now, and they're still further down the road. In the meantime, the current system remain important for character progression, so your materials will continue to be put to good use. I'm surprised that they're not doing anything with this. I would imagine that they would do Mystic rings, considering we have Mystic stuff already, and then I don't know. I think with this overall, I think in my opinion, they should add this in with the banners, get Mystic banners. I mean, I don't really want them to do it, but they're gonna have to at some point. And then from there, I would recommend that they rework the power rank. And then for the ring, maybe give an additional stats. And it would be cool if we could re-roll those stats, but I mean, I guess if we want to make it RNG based, then so be it. But whenever they do decide to do that, that would push us to 60k power rank. And I would imagine that it would put the Mystic gear in the gear crafter boxes at 60k power rank. So that's just my guesses. I really don't know, so I guess it doesn't seem like this would happen this year. So our next big updates, probably sometime next year, would maybe involve this, maybe a new class. We'll have to see. Next question is, why are player requested improvements and class reworks consistently delayed in favor of monetization updates? This is kind of an interesting question. So I guess let's hear their response on why they're not doing anything with the classes. I mean, they did with this update. I mean, they kind of let Tomb Raiser down. That was kind of a disappointment. And I was hoping more classes would have gotten buffed, like every class. Like, even if it wasn't a buff like Boomeranger, he doesn't need a buff, but maybe something nice overall. Like, he gets more HP when he auto attacks, or I don't know, anything. Doesn't have to be that specifically. Either way, let's see what they said. Tutorial update was designed to help. Okay, I don't know why they went straight to the tutorial, but alright. Also, it doesn't make the game more easy. If anything, this was the update that ruined us bombing into dungeons, because now it takes even longer to go through the dungeons. So this kind of ruined the game, and in a sense, it did. Also, in my opinion, the old tutorial was a little bit better than this one, mainly because it walked you through like very basic things like WASD, jump, you got to attack, you got to mine shapestone, and you got to fight stuff. So that was pretty much what Trove was like. I don't know why they got rid of it, and they changed the house design on the corners. Either way, let's move on. Trials of Luxian update introduced a new game mode with enemy density like never before. I mean, I don't think any of us really asked for this. With the block party patch, we added a new tier of gems and a feature to make melee classes more competitive with ranged. All right, hold the phone here. Competitive with range. I think they underestimate Boomeranger. If you guys watched my damage video, not my last video, but it was one that I did on the PTS a while back on Ifera, I almost one-shot Ifera with Boomeranger, and I'm almost certain that was without max Mystic Gems. I think the only competition is that Shadowhunter, I guess, is ranged, and it farms a little bit better because he's faster. I really don't know. Are the devs really playing their game? Are they seeing what's going down? Boomeranger kind of OP. If anything, right now melee classes are kind of goated, but let's see what else they have to say. Our updates regularly include ways to ease the progression via the store. Okay, so they want more money. We are a free-to-play game. I'm gonna put that in quotes. And monetization is necessary to keep the servers and ongoing development running. Okay, that's fair. You know, they gotta make money, so it all makes sense. I mean, if they want to make money, they could have just did stuff with the classes. They could have buffed the class, they could have released a pack for the class and maybe mastery items to go with it, like use credits for it or something. That could have gotten them money, and it wouldn't even take them that long compared to all these things all these changes that they did. However, monetization is never the starting point of our design process. Updates are first built around gameplay improvements and new features, while monetization is layered in afterward to support the game's sustainability. In my opinion, the way I see it is that it's monetization first, and then did I sell something? I guess I sold something. I forgot what I was saying. Monetization. Yeah, monetization first. In my opinion, that's how I see it. Like with this whole update, they probably think this is where all the money's gonna come from. And I guess the Mystic Gem converters. I mean, this is such a terrible deal. I mean, if anything, right now, they could cut this cost in half and they would probably profit a ton. Because you might be thinking you can just convert these to 10th lives. Well, you have to wait because you can only do 15 a week. So if people really wanted to, they could do the waiting game and just buy a bunch of these. Or if they want to speed things up, they can buy a bunch of these. I mean, they don't have to cut this in half, but I mean, 6 for 5k is so terrible. But that is just my thoughts. Let's move on to the final question, which is, can we get more badges for loyalty points? Wait, what? Wait, why loyalty? If anything, remove loyalty. I mean, I don't care about tracking this. This shouldn't even be a mastery thing. If you spend money on the game, it shouldn't have to be a public thing. And if you do spend a certain amount of money, then I guess it would make sense to get certain rewards like the chaos factor, for example, or they can tie it in with anything else. Like maybe, I don't know, spend $100 and you get a certain amount of cubits. Doesn't have to be that exactly, but just an idea. I don't understand. Why would we need more badges? If anything, I guess this part wouldn't be too bad if they implemented it, but for loyalty, the final badge is only 21 mastery points. This is for spending $1,000 on the game. 21 mastery points were the ones before it. You get a little bit more. I would say make that reward a little bit better. And I don't know, $1,000 is kind of a lot. If you're working a bare minimum job, a part-time bare minimum job, it'll take you a month to get that money. And that is if you would want to even spend that all on Trove. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I guess if that's what it came down to. Either way, I don't really like this, but let's see what they said. I don't like this already. Yes, badges are something we actively look... Okay, that's fine. I think that's just a broad thing that they're saying. Just badges in general. Looking to expand in different parts of the game. I mean, if they added more badges for other things, other gameplay things, that's fine. Loyalty just doesn't really make sense. When it comes to loyalty points, we hadn't planned on adding new badges before, but your feedback made it clear this is something players want. Wait, is this a troll? Are they messing with us? I haven't ever, not once. I've played Trove for 6 years and then an extra 1 year on console. Never once have I heard that people wanted more badges for loyalty. If this is something that you guys want, please drop it in the comments below. I've never heard that in my life. In my opinion, I think it'd be better to remove it because the way I see it, it's kind of like taking a test. Everyone around you kind of gets a good grade, so they spent less money, and then there's you that spent a bunch of money and you don't want to show other people. So I guess it's like more of a personal thing, and it's not something that you have to share necessarily, but I think that alone should just not be in the game. Like, I wouldn't really mind showing my loyalty, but it's just not something that I want to really show. So I don't know where this even came about. So we'll be adding that. Wait, we'll be adding them, including new milestones to make loyalty feel more rewarding along the way. Okay, I guess if they added more mastery to it, I mean, that's fine, but that's still not what we're looking for. That's not the change that we need. This was so random. I feel like I want to know who wrote this question, and I want to know who answered this question. Because why do I feel like this was a dev on an alt account and the same dev that just replied to it? I'm not hating on the question. I just want to know why though. Like I said, I've never heard one person asking for this. Like maybe more mastery for the $1,000 spent. Sure, I can agree with that. But it's not like a change we necessarily need like right now. I don't know. Either way, that's I guess all with the community letter. We got upcoming. So this is the block party we have. This is the events. Oh wait, Twitch drops. They're coming back. I thought this was like a once a year thing. I guess they are coming back. Well, I haven't heard any news on when or anything, and it doesn't look like they're announcing it. But usually if they do Twitch drops, it's usually tied to something. So I wonder if they're going to announce Twitch drops with a certain event or something, so maybe the October event for next month? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But either way, I guess that is going to be all for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you find yourself coming back, and I'll talk to you guys later.